Yo, 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 it's your boy 1D 215 back with another video. Gentlemen, some of us, some of you, have to open your eyes. Sometimes you gotta say 1 + 1 is 2. It's not 4, 5, or 6. 1 + 1 is 2, no matter how you slice it. Why am I bringing this up? Because sometimes we don't take things for what they are. We're very logical, we're very rational for the most part. But sometimes we can be pretty naive. I gotta admit, we can be. And I don't want to see it no more. I'm bringing that up because sometimes we overthink things with women. We do. Gotta call on the carpet. And believe it or not, these women that y'all overthink and overcompensate for and just flat out be naive about, they know what they are. Women know when they not on the up and up. Women know when they're worthless. They do. And a lot of times, a lot of men put themselves behind the 8 ball and they get the short end of the stick because of that. And I'm going to elaborate. I'm going to make it so crystal clear. We talked about this prior, but we didn't go in depth. Men tend to overcompensate things for certain women. Certain women they find appealing. Certain women that seem like they have status. Certain women that seem like they're this and that. But deep down inside, and I know they don't show it, and we're going to get into that. We're going to get into why. But sometimes, for the most part, deep down inside, women know when they're flat out a piece of shit. Now, is they going to acknowledge it and scream it to the mountaintops and say it and dwell on it? Hell no. They're going to go around acting like I'm this, I'm that. I think this of myself. I believe I can do this. I believe I can achieve this. I'm better than this person. I'm better than you. I'm better. You can't be fooled by these women ways. You can't. When you know the human mind, you know the human mind, including the woman's mind. A lot of these women are ashamed of their looks, their outlooks, their thoughts, their achievements. They might say non-achievements, their behavior, their past, all these things. Now, I get it. Y'all gonna say, well, they don't go around acting like that. They go around acting picture perfect. They very entitled. They very this, they very that. And you're spot on. You're spot on. But that don't mean you need to be naive to the nonsense. That don't mean you need to be naive to the nonsense. Treat them accordingly. Now, it's one thing to say treat them how they act, and then they turn around and act a certain way. Sometimes you gotta finagle through all that acting stuff, because we know these women are hella actresses. They just are. And they'll do and say things that ain't all the way them. They'll put on the facade. I do understand that. But it's one of them things that you got to use your common sense with, your logic with, and kind of put the puzzle pieces together to get your own assessment of what you got in front of you or what you're dealing with. Speaking of actresses, my point rings true. I don't know if any of y'all's familiar with the old movie Casino. The mob movie. Now, I get that this is a movie and it's fictional, but follow me on this. If you know the movie, you know it. The boy Robert De Niro, Ace. He played as Ace. Met the girl Ginger, Sharon Stone. Nice, lovely looking woman. Especially in those times. Lovely looking woman. And don't get it wrong. Was Ace a simp in the long run? Yes. Even though I love Robert De Niro as an actor. And I get that this is just a movie and it's fictional, but follow me on this. He met Ginger. She was drop dead gorgeous. Loved her. She pulled wool over his eyes. I can't even say she pulled wool over his eyes. That's why he's a bona fide simp. I gotta call a spade a spade. He's a simp because she didn't even really pull wool over his eyes. She just was who she was. And he wined and dined her, married her. And the whole time, she never loved him because he treated her a certain way. And he treated her well. Sounds familiar? Sounds familiar to what I've been saying on this platform for the longest? Women don't react well when they are treated a certain way and they know they're not supposed to be benefiting in that way. They don't. They're going to like it in the moment because women like nice things. They like money. They like clout. They like success. They like all those things. The woman in the movie, Ginger, she hung in there. She married. She said, I do. But she never truly loved him because of his simp behavior. I'm sure it was probably other things that was into it. But y'all see what I mean. A lot of men is out here doing for these women. And I'm not preaching don't do nothing for your girl. If you got a girl and she a real one, do what you do for her. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all meet these women and try to impress them so much because they drop dead gorgeous in your eyes. And you think they angels and they this and they essence of greatness. And they know they not. The woman in the movie that I'm talking about knew that she was a crack whore, trick, prostitute. She had a pimp for Christ's sakes in the movie and everything. She knew this man is overcompensating. He treated me too well and I'm a piece of shit. I'm never going to love this man. Matter of fact, I'm going to take him for everything he got and still go to my pimp and fund my pimp. The man that treat me the way I'm supposed to be treated. Now, like I said, that's a fictional movie. I'm just using that because when I said actresses, it came into my head. That's one of my favorite movies of all time. Just, hang in there with me. But I know it so well because I watched it so many times. And like I said, Ace was a pimp. I said pimp. Wow. Whew. Ace was a simp. So he could only blame himself for his simp behavior. But what he did is something that a lot of men be doing. But most of the time, men get wool pulled over their eyes. He had no wool. That's why it ain't like she played them and act like she was. No. He knew what she was about. He knew she was in it for the money. But she also knew her downfalls. That's why she treated him a certain way. So I'm saying that to say this. A lot of these women, probably not on that level, but a lot of these women are the same way. They know they have shortcomings. So when they meet a man that's overcompensating and trying to change her and, oh, you got to check her past, but I'm going to make you wifey and I'm going to buy you this new fur and all that. Like I said, not to that extent, but I'm going to buy you this new coat. I'm going to do this. I'm going to wine and dine you. We're going to have a baby together. We're going to get married. She'll never fully love you because women deep down inside, like I said, they will not wear it on their sleeves. They will scream to the mountaintops they are down. They will scream to the mountaintops that they got all their shit in order and they shit don't stink. They will portray that. That's why women are great actresses. But when they go home and they in their innermost deepest thoughts, they know their shortcomings. They don't think they look as good as you think they do. They don't think as highly of themselves as you think of her. So y'all gotta stop leading with that mindset. Because she'll never truly love you or, you can't buy her affection. If anything, she's going to think it's very distasteful and she might get turned off from you because she'll be like, I know I'm a chip off the old block. I know I'm not this high prize that he got me on. I'm going to play the game. I'm going to play along, but I'll never truly love this man because he don't even see me for what I am. Sometimes you got to see these women for what they are and treat them accordingly. Or exit stage left. You can't have it both ways. Deep down inside, women respect men that on a certain level, but women respect men that treat them accordingly. Good, bad, or indifferent. And I'm not saying treat all women bad. Don't miss my concept in this. I'm not saying treat women bad. All I'm saying is treat them accordingly. Don't overcompensate. Don't boost the ego and, yeah, she carried like this, so she is this. No, women will perpetrate a fraud with the best of them. Trust me. They will go home, look in that mirror, and not like what they see in that reflection. They will sit back with their thoughts when they buy themselves and know they got shortcomings and they not right. They will. And anytime a man comes in their life doing things, obviously they're going to stick around and play with it. But they'll never truly respect you because they like, this man is treating me too good. I'm not worthy of all this. I'm going to take it. I'm going to enjoy these gifts and these trips and these clothes and this money. But he got quite, he sure can pick him. He don't have a good judge of character if he think I'm high and mighty. Believe it or not, I know it sounds crazy, but believe it or not, women do think that way. If they see you doing some extraness, whether you're rich or not, this really ain't a money thing. You could be broke, but I'm saying how you treat the woman, how you perceive the woman. If they feel as though you treating them on a level that they never even reached, it's your demise because they look at you totally different no matter if they're attracted to you, turned on by you, like you, no matter what. They always going to look at you with a little slight. This is the man that overcompensated for me. This is the man that put me up here when I was down here. You can't do it. And this is fact. This is fact. That's all it is. It ain't to be mean, harsh, or nothing. Don't go out here being mean to women. That's not my stance. But don't go out here moving like Stevie Wonder either. You have to see through some things. You just do. Tell me what y'all think about that. I'm out.